Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for clicking on the Wednesday Afternoon Weather Webcast for August 27th. Almost forgot what month it was. 2014. I'm meteorologist Nate Harrington. Another nice day in the Wiregrass. A little on the warm side. Not quite as humid as it was yesterday, but still a little twinge of humidity out there. We'll talk about that in a second. We'll tell you why rain chances will be low for the rest of today into Thursday and most likely on Friday before things start to turn for the weekend. Low temperatures this morning, a little cooler than what I thought. We were at 66 yesterday morning, 65 this morning. I thought yesterday was going to be the cooler of the two, but this morning didn't disappoint. Nice and refreshing. Some spots in the 70s, but most were in the 60s. No rain around the Wiregrass for today, just the white puffy cumulus clouds in the sky. All the green that you see kind of flashing on the radar image there, just some anomalous propagation. Nothing to be too worried about. No rain around the area today. 90 right now as of 2 o'clock. 91 Ozark and Enterprise. 92 Abbeville and Geneva. 91 Troy. 94 Andalusia. 95 Donaldsonville. Everyone in the 90s except for Destin near the beach there at 89 degrees. And the dew points are kind of in the middle of that sticky range. Not too bad. I don't know about the 57 degree dew point in Abbeville. That might be a little bit off. But right near 60 degrees most likely. Low, middle 60s. Not terrible. A little lower than it was yesterday, what we advertised for you last night on News 4 at 5, 6, and 10. All right, there are the showers. Still a remnant of what we had around the Wiregrass on Sunday. That moved down to the Gulf Coast and now is an area of low pressure. A little significant spin in that area of low pressure. Right there, there's the area. Don't think this is going to develop in anything tropical. The National Hurricane Center put a 20% chance of it turning into a tropical something, depression most likely, before it interacts with the east coast of Texas. This will not be an issue for us. And as we continue to watch the kind of de-evolution of Hurricane Cristobal, we'll talk about that also in a second. Kind of hard to believe that's still a hurricane, by the looks of it at least. High pressure now kind of centered a little bit closer to us. That'll increase our northeasterly flow. Even though this high pressure is starting to weaken just a little bit, that will keep up the drier than average conditions for us around the Wiregrass and for most of the southeast. There you see high temperatures, not terrible throughout much of the region. 84 Atlanta, 85 in Raleigh, the two places that you'd love to be right now in the southeast. 90 in Dallas, 92 in Houston. They've been sweltering hot for the last couple of days. They get a little bit of a break, and that's basically where everybody else is, right near 90 or just above. The futurecast shows a dry night tonight, very few clouds. We'll see a little bit of cloud cover for tomorrow afternoon, basically like it was today, with some onshore flow. I really don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. There's just not a lot of moisture in the atmosphere to get squeezed out for any sort of rain chances until we get to most likely Friday night into Saturday. Your future temperatures for Thursday morning, we'll see another refreshingly cool morning, a little below average, 68s and 69s and maybe some 70s, and some temperatures a little bit cooler than that. Then afternoon highs, once again, will be in the low and some middle 90s, very close to where we are today. Not a whole lot of change there. This is hurricane, remarkably, doesn't look like much of one, kind of a center that's pretty ragged. This is Hurricane Cristobal, dancing in between the east coast of the U.S. and Bermuda. And not a bad day in Bermuda, actually. Some swells on the waters on both the east coast of the U.S. In the Carolinas and Virginia and in Bermuda, but the stormy weather basically has stayed in between those two land masses. So we're not expecting too much out of the way of Cristobal. But I do want to point out that it's starting to pick up a little bit of speed. The winds are at 80 miles an hour. That's as of the last advisory, gusting to 100. I don't know. I just don't really buy it, but okay. The National Hurricane Center says this is forecast to still be a hurricane by tomorrow night. I don't see that happening either as it picks up some forward speed. And still a hurricane by later on Friday morning. I don't see that happening either, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. It's been devolving. This has not been a system that's looked very impressive throughout any time of its lifetime. So, but we'll see. The Hurricane Center knows more than I do, I guess. Thanks for clicking on the Afternoon Weather Webcast. We really appreciate it. If you want to leave us a message at the social media sites below, you can go ahead and do that. Looking like a pretty quiet scenario setting up for us through Friday, but the weekend, we'll have to talk about that as we get closer. I think rain chances go up for us Saturday and Sunday. Thanks for clicking on it. We'll see you back here on Thursday.